Hi, I'm just coming on just to talk about my newly Christian life. I got baptized on Easter Sunday, and I've been reading the Bible every day since then. I'm actually reading a kids one. It's the English Standard Version. I've got the original, but I found it a bit difficult to follow, and then I started reading the kids one. Yeah, so it's just like the standard English version, and yeah, so I was reading Bible, and then I was advised to start at the back for the New Testament. Is it from Matthew? I think. Yeah, or Mark. Yeah, it's just advised. So I'm nearly done with that. Because that's the New Testament, is it? That it's more about having a relationship with Jesus, knowing what he did, um, and what his disciples did, and his parables. That, and then I interpret the parables on. I do Google, on some Bible studies online because I'm not actually in a Bible study group yet, because I'm just waiting for my daughter to go back to school because we was moving and then change schools, and then we're not moving, so she's going to a different school. So when she's back at school, I will be doing a Bible study at my local church, which is just literally not even 5 minute walk, couple of minute walk. And that's during the day, so that's good because they do one on a night, but I can't do that, so I'll be doing the daytime one, and they have like a prayer, do like a group prayer, which that's I really can't wait to do it because I'm reading the Bible and I also pray every night and every morning. Yeah, so it's like the changes I've seen in myself and what I'm learning. I'd just like to talk about it because it's like the things in your life don't change, like the outside and your problems and everything. It doesn't change, but your outlook does, and your mindset. Because reading the Bible and learning the plans that Jesus has for us. I don't know if I'm new to this and interpreting it the way that it, advise wants us to live and to be. It really is. It's very. I get stuck with words. What I'm trying to say, so bear with me. But it's like disciplining yourself, like a parent would, and you know why you're doing it. Like I'm doing it because I believe that Jesus is real and he died for us on the cross, and I'm listening, learning from him. So yeah, so it's like I, it's not just my mind is doing all the work for to solve a problem in life or situation and things. I'll go to prayer, or I'll look at a verse or for the problem, but also just getting to know him daily. It's really helping because there's things that I've been wanting to change about myself for a long time, and I've struggled to do it because I'm just doing it from my own thought process, and yeah, not not a spiritual way. And I did used to be into the New Age spirituality, and it was just like a moment that I had that, like, for 4 years I was like into meditation and connecting with spirits and learning to be like a psychic, because it's out there that where they say that everybody is psychic. And then it was like there was the oh, didn't know, this is what my brain just stops working. Probably this is like my anxiety, social anxiety kicking in, because I do it when I'm out. My thought process just vanishes. Yeah, the law of attraction, and I was like doing all that, and so I was just never getting anywhere with it, and I would sort of like question it, and I started questioning it a lot more, like towards the end, and I was just like, but why am I looking to these other gods, and learning to connect with the other side, and then looking into the religions of the gods that I was like practicing with and learning about, and the actual the origins of all these other gods is actually like really scary and sick. And it's like lots of sacrifices in them, and like gruesome, and I didn't like it. That I was like, oh, I don't really like the origins of these like gods that I was like worshipping, really, like doing meditations with, and thinking that this was helping, and because I did feel and see that there was spiritual side, and then I was sort of like looking at Christianity, and I did start going to my local church, but I was still like, oh no, I don't believe that God is real and Jesus died on the cross, and I didn't believe it. And it was just this moment that I just had, was like, no, he is real, because I had to accept as well. When I was like looking into Christianity, it scared me, and especially because it talks a lot about the enemy, Satan, the devil, and I was like, I don't want any part of that, because it scared me. And with the other spirituality, it was like, it's like all like, oh, meditating, breath work, peace and love, and saying that there isn't a devil, it's your ego, and it just was a little bit nicer, and it wasn't a scary thought. But then I had to like accept that, because I was very, very sensitive, and the things that go on in the world, there's a lot of like the trafficking, and just murders, and everything that kids are starving in the world, and it just preyed on me so much. But especially with the more like the trafficking side, like, and accepting there is evil out there, and I just have this realization that yes, there's evil, and the Bible talks about this a lot. Like, there is evil, and the evil does try to manipulate us, and then so I was very scared about it, and I did a lot of praying on it, and I've like pushed through that fear quite a bit. I have times of it, because there is evil out there, and praying it keeps you safe, and it does make me, protect me, make me feel safe. And so, and now it's like, it's just knowing that, yes, there is evil out there, and it's not just that, it's in the little things as well, like idolizing a pop star, like making yourself aware that you don't idolize anything. Pop star, money, even the social media influencers, anything outside of 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 the Lord, of Jesus, it's just not good for us. So, and that was really good for me, because I was idolizing, like, these gods, and there was a lot of influences in that space that I was like, oh yeah, I want to be like them. That's how I want to be. And that, like, now it's like I'm becoming me by reading the Bible, by believing and trusting in the Lord and Jesus and the Word, and it is what you call like a manuscript for life. It's a, I can't think now. It's the code for life. So yeah, it's like, so I've stopped idolizing people. And because when I was doing the manifestations and the law of attraction, that was about bringing money in, and I was doing that, and it just didn't feel right, and I was like, so I'm just doing this out of a selfish way, really, and it didn't feel right to me, and I really did like explore that. I was like, I was doing these techniques, and I was thinking it just didn't feel right in the end. Like, it was like, this is just feels selfish, and it feels like I'm just like giving to receive, because that's what it's all about, the law of attraction. And I have to, my nature is like, I am a giving person, and I struggle with people pleasing. So I was like, no, well, it's my time to like have something back for me, and telling myself things like this, but it just never felt right. So like, since becoming a Christian and the Lord, he did open my eyes to him, and it was like, no, that is not the way. And yeah, and I just feel a lot more calmer, and just that I can deal with things with the Lord. So yeah, I mean, I know I can go a little bit around, scoot around everything, but yeah, it's just the way that I am with the social anxiety, and I'm definitely sure that I have got ADHD, undiagnosed. So yeah, them things, they're all still there, but it's like I can work through it more. And just to read the Bible is so calming. And then I have like this, what I read, like thingy in the morning. We do it on a night sometimes. I do it with the kids, and it's just nice to like pick something. It says, rejoice, always pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. Thessalonians 5:16-8. The words and names in the Bible, and you're like trying to say it, like, it's quite funny really, when you're trying to get them words out. of the names, and yeah, so yeah, I like to things like that, which I'll look up the meaning for this, and I want to get like a diary journal for Bible study for at home, and yeah, I'm doing well. My new life as a Christian, and working on my sins right now is swearing. I really want to stop swearing, and I have prayed on this, so I'm sure that will come. So thank you. I'll speak soon. Bye.